And I can tell you, we just learned that the FBI reportedly warned California police about that unconfirmed intelligence report involving a possible drone strike by Iran off.
This isn't really related, but that repent now or spend eternity in hell protester right behind him is so of the times, yeah. That's how you know we're in bad times right now when there's just a single guy waving a sign with nobody around him.
The West Coast. That's according to ABC News. It's reports like that one, which is exactly why we see some barricades outside, fencing here. We know that by Sunday there will be hundreds of police officers deployed here to the Dolby Theater, along with hundreds of federal Homeland Security and FBI personnel. Moments ago, in a virtual news conference, Governor Gavin Newsom said that he was aware of those threats from Iran to attack areas of California with drone strikes. Take a listen.
Concerns as it relates to the broader concern.
I just want to state for the record that I do not want Gavin Newsom to be the president. I just don't, you know. And the thing is, too, it's like I'm a little bit more charitable to him than a lot of people because at the very least, like, he came up with a social media strategy that annoys Trump, or at least annoyed him for a little bit. And, you know, he's willing to post memes. I really do think, like, the next election is going to be partially won by memes. He reaches out to people that kids like, you know, younger people. But that's kind of where my... also, too, he did the runoff thing. That was cool, too. But, I mean, he's just so waxy. He's just so establishment. And you know the second that he got into office, he's going to completely forget everything that he fucking told you he was going to do. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even want to know how Gavin Newsom handles a war. Probably in a really milquetoast and booty way.
As it relates to drone strikes, we've been aware of that information. We've been working collaboratively through the SOC, which we established right after the war began, the State Operations Center, working with the Office of...
I wonder how much he knows that he's not letting on, because it's like Iran is going to attack California. Is that, I mean, on its face, to me, just like a regular American civilian, that sounds absurd. They're all the way in the Middle East. They have cheap, shitty drones. How could they get us? But I mean, the FBI might know something that we don't know, right? But then again, the FBI also can't be trusted because it's also run by a dumbass, right? So, but that being said, not all FBI agents are incompetent. But that being said, a lot of the competent ones have been fired already, right? Like, as soon as Kash Patel got in the door, his first order of business was firing all the competent people so Trump can commit crimes with impunity, right? So now here we are, where it would really be nice to have a reliable FBI, but I don't really know if we're going to get one. You know, so who even knows if this shit has any credibility? It could be a psyop. What if it's a psyop to make Americans think that the danger is greater than it actually is? Like, what if they're making that shit up? We don't know.
Service, but also working locally to make sure we transmit any information that we have received, and we're aware of that, which has been reported, I think, by ABC7. We're aware of that information, and we transfer that information in real time to our local partners. Drone issues have been always top of mind, and we've assembled some work groups specifically around those concerns. But that's all I'll share at the moment. I have nothing more insightful beyond just what's been reported.
What if they were like, yeah, bro, like the rocket was coming your way and we got it? What if they're like they're sleeper agents in Los Angeles? Like, you know, who knows what they told them? I bet they wouldn't tell them anything just because Trump is so antagonistic to Newsom, you know? And also Newsom would take any opportunity to make the president look bad to kind of boost his chances of a 2028 run. Shit, I don't know.
How we're transmitting what we know to our local partners, which is critical.
So there you have it. But important to note, authorities emphasize there is no confirmed specific threat tied to the Oscars right now, but they say heightened vigilance is necessary.
Wait, what? The fact that it's even being brought up, like oh man, like the Oscars, like, ay caramba, like imagine some shit happened at the Oscars. Oh my god, it would be such an attack on America. Not the celebrities, fuck. Not the millionaires, fuck. I mean, I'm sure, you know, I'm saying that like I wouldn't care, but number one, that would disturb me, obviously. Any loss of life would disturb me. But number two, there's got to be at least one or two, like not Michael B. Not Michael B. They attack Michael, what? Like, But there's one thing that America does well, it's protecting rich people. I'm sure it'll be fine. That'll be okay.
The global tensions created by the conflict with Iran. Authorities say an encoded shortwave radio message believed to have originated in Iran was detected shortly after the reported killing of the country's supreme leader on February 28th. Investigators say the number sequence resembled signals historically used to communicate with covert operatives and may have been intended for sleeper cells, though officials.
Yeah, this sleeper cell shit is highly likely, bro. Like I keep bringing up 9/11, that is a sleeper cell attack, okay? There are people that were in the United States by legal, if not close to legal methods, right? That were radicalized through just communications overseas, be it on the phone or on the internet probably, and they had very deliberate instructions to commit terror with just the tools that they had in the United States. You know, it happened. You feel me? It's not unlikely. If anything, it's more likely to happen now because people can communicate through like Discord or some shit. Like, you feel me? Like, you know, people have never been more atomized. People have never wanted more clout than ever before. Like, of course, there are going to be some crash out Muslims that are like, fuck it. I mean, I guess you don't have to be Muslim to be an operative for Iran, but you get what I'm saying.
There is no confirmed threat tied to it right now. ABC News, as we just said, reporting the FBI recently warned California law enforcement about intelligence suggesting Iran may have considered launching drone attacks from a vessel off the U.S. West Coast if American strikes occurred. Officials say the report included no details on timing, targets, or perpetrators and remains.
When America starts really sending like missiles from the continental United States, that's when we're truly going to be in trouble. Just because at that point, those are fair targets, right? And I know Americans don't like hearing that. We only like doing it to other people. But guess what? Like, any place that you're shooting rockets from is fair game, right? So if there's a suburban family right next to it and they get crushed by a bomb, that would just make one for the 1,000 that we did over there to them, right? And that's why it's like leftists are kind of making fools of themselves online right now because they really sound like they're cheerleading this shit. But it's kind of hard to get across the fact that American civilians getting hurt would be fair, quote unquote, in a cosmic sense or even in like a war sense, you know? And I hope that that never fucking happens, right? Ever. Not in my lifetime, at least. But this is the path that Trump is walking us down.
Unconfirmed. Meanwhile, large gatherings like the Oscars remain a focus. Security experts also believe.
I mean, I almost feel like they're putting it out in the air. Like, are the Iranians really going to give a fuck about the Oscars? I mean, maybe. Shit, bro. I don't know.
Likely targets include transportation hubs like airports, Jewish facilities, and big sporting and entertainment events.
That's the other thing, too. I mean, the anti-Semitism awareness has really reached an absurd point where it's like people are using anti-Semitism or, you know, fear of anti-Semitism as a shield to do a bunch of fascist shit, right? Would the Iranians attack, like, synagogues in America? I mean, maybe. I don't know. I feel like there's better things to hit, you know? The Iranians are corrupt. And also the Iranian government, right? The Iranian people are fine. But, yeah, the Iranian government is corrupt. They are religious fanatics, right? But that doesn't mean they're stupid, right? Like, we're just under the assumption that every Middle Eastern country is just some backward. They don't know what's going on. Like, you know, it's very rarely the case, if ever at all.
FBI and Department of Homeland Security say they are continuing to monitor potential retaliation threats today.
They were looking to do something here that was going to get a lot of attention. That is something that would fall within their group of targets. It is kind of believed that they have target folders already ready to go should that day ever come.
Damn. Oh, man, bro. Keep in mind that the current leader of Iran, right, like they're equivalent to like the president, or it's really more like a king, right? The Ayatollah Khamenei, his mom, his dad, his sister, his wife, and his kid all got bombed by America, right? I don't really know if his family I don't know if his fucking child was a fair target, right? So why not fucking, you know, why not Timothy Chalamet. Like, why not? Like, you feel me? Like, from their perspective, it's like, why not? Like, these are million. We killed a school full of children on the first day in the first couple of hours of this goddamn war.